Hi guys, welcome to Revolutionary Motion. I'm Kata.
And I'm Clemens, and today we're going to talk to you guys about one of the more common questions that we get from friends, family, as well as other new students. So that question is, how do you behave when you come back from a long break in tennis? What do you have to do to find your game again? In this case, Kata has a lot more experience than I do because she's recently come back from a long break. And so she'll share some of her experiences with you now.
I started playing again after not playing for more than 3 years. And what I faced was lack of strength, my court positioning was off, my timing was off. It was very difficult to include any tactics because I was just struggling with the ball coming back and forth to me.
All right, thank you for sharing, Kata. So as you can see, there's more than one problem to tackle after you come back from a break. Now there's lots of solutions for that, obviously. However, the most important thing, when you come back onto the court after a long break, don't expect too much from yourself. Don't get frustrated. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to play the same way you did on your last day of playing. Just because the muscle memory is gone, maybe even your memory of how exactly you hit the shot and so on is gone. And that's okay, right? But you should tackle it more like you're just beginning again. Okay? When you're starting your journey to get back to tennis, you want to make sure that you go through all the things that you went through as a junior, bit by bit, but obviously in a way faster progression. So you think about moving very well, you think about how you use your technique, how you use your tactics and so on, how you position yourself on the court, what your opponent's shots meant for you. All these things are very important, and it takes a little bit of time to get back into it. But as long as you move really well, because that's something that you can control right from the start, you focus on the outcome, focusing on how do you move, how do you hit the ball, how do you get your feel back and so on, you won't get stuck on being frustrated because you missed too many balls. And that's really the most important thing. It will take a few months, and that's all right. But those few months will be a way faster progression than what you had when you first started to learn how to play tennis. So as long as you keep working on the right things, you keep moving the right way, everything will come back to you. Don't be scared that it won't. You have everything in you, it's just dormant. It's sleeping at this point, so you got to wake it up. Kata, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity after a break to work on things that were not perfect before the break in your game. Like, for example, on some technical stuff, like it's much easier to fix things because the muscle memory is a little bit asleep, if I can say it that way.
One more thing that's super important when you come back from a long break is to not go too hard on your body. Many times people are starting to hit the same exact way they hit before the break. The problem is that your muscles probably degenerated a little bit. They got smaller, right? So that means that your body won't be able to handle the same stress, the same pressure. So try to not hit too hard for the first couple of weeks. You will be very sore after the first time you play. That's a given. That will happen no matter how hard you hit. But don't give up. Stick with it. Try to make sure that you're slowly getting your body used to playing again. Make sure you don't have an opponent that hits too hard the first time you're playing either, because your body might not be able to handle the same kind of pressure from your opponent that it was used to before. And then you should be fine to go.
From my experience, I was mentally thinking that I can play the same way as I did before the break, but my body was physically not there to handle the power and the strength that I thought I can generate. So this may cause injuries, especially in the wrist and the elbow, so be careful.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys soon.